Oh boy, you lucky so-and-sos. Oh man.
Lucky Co and Co's.
Co and Co's. Hi, welcome to Laser Time stream for Wednesday. We are looking at OKKO, a cartoon I really, really like and wish I'd seen more of.
It's very fun.
But I'm Chris.
I'm Matt.
And Cartoon Network was nice
all
enough
the
to hook
show
us
yet.
up with a copy of the game. Big fan of Ian Jones Cordy, former director of Steven Universe, which you can maybe sort of get a glimmer of underneath Matt's shirt.
Friend of the show. Oh yeah, I'm wearing a Steven Universe.
Yeah,
the closest I have to an OKKO shirt.
But I really like OKO. If you wanted more silly in your Steven Universe, the OKKO. Did I call it OKGo again? Oh, I suck.
I think you said OKKO.
OKKO? There's my gamer
yes,
tag.
This is a show
Ignore that,
about
people.
synchronized running machines, treadmills, doing cool, fun things on those. So how much of the show have you seen?
Like a little bits and pieces, but I went back and watched the first couple episodes just before we played this game.
The first couple are fun because they do
beautiful.
the Samurai Jack thing of like putting a couple episodes together into one long episode, which is a fun thing for an 11-minute show to do.
I had wanted to show you
look at
guys
this.
the intro. Yeah, it's really
beautiful.
pretty. Like
I
you
love
gotta,
that it looks different than the show. I love when that happens.
it does. It's made by the Super Time Force people.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Cappy, have they been around lately? I feel like I haven't seen their name in a little while.
This might have been what they were doing. One of the reasons I would call this one of my most anticipated games because it was done in conjunction with the development of the show. So they started the game. The show's only, I think it
like a year old.
technically debuted
something
in
like that.
August. I mean, it debuted online. In,
Yeah, it came out on the app for a little while, but it also it was a mini series of shorts for the internet made by Ian
in
and
2013.
Yeah, and then that got him
Okay,
the
KO.
show.
How do I unlock your Powie Zowie?
Okay, does it say okay go on our Twitch? 'Cause people are saying. And then he got a series out of that, which is cool. That's just like how Adventure Time's pilot floated around for so long, and then he finally got a show out of that. But this looking different reminds me of being a kid and playing, like the DuckTales game or whatever, and like it didn't look just like the show because it was a video game, so it looked like a video game.
And some of the shorts, I mean, if you start at the beginning, they do vary in visual styles.
That is a hot topic right now in cartoon Twitter about if it's cool that every director has that solid of a stamp on cartoons now because so many cartoons are storyboard driven, so that you watch 2 episodes of Steven Universe look totally different. But you still know who the characters are, and the feeling is still there. So I think it's a silly thing to complain about.
You have
That's
do
cool.
that?
That's cool that it's a bunch of card sleeves.
Yeah, and I can
Oh my gosh.
equip them.
All the hours I spent as a child
no.
putting cards in those sleeves. Pokemon cards, Dragon Ball cards, Marvel cards.
Didn't see what it wanted me to do. It let me outside.
You could do this.
Hello everybody, how's it going?
Yeah, man. Hi, everybody.
Possibird says, only thing on Cartoon Network I've seen recently is that the one with the characters who look like they're from Slayers. Do you mean the anime Slayers? I don't know what show you're talking
Uppercut, low kick. Oh shit.
about. Ooh. I am very interested to see what that Teen Titans Go movie
It's
is
Jethro.
all about. Jethro?
I think that's that thing's name.
So the thing about OK Go is it's very video game and anime influenced. So when you make it into a video game,
Yeah, it's a natural fit for a video game.
yeah, I'm interested to see what that's like. Because I remember when the Mortal Kombat movie was coming out, everyone was like, well, Mortal Kombat is so influenced by movies that making it a movie kind of defeats the purpose and doesn't add anything. Same thing they said about Uncharted, because they're like, we're just going to make an Indiana Jones movie. Oh, Mighty Magiswords, yes. That show's cool. I've only seen a tiny bit of that. Token Girl STFU says it's so refreshing to be able to watch a stream instead of fucking working.
Yeah.
Working yourself to death? I sat in a
I
cafe
love
all
how,
day
I love
today
how
and
this
worked.
looks. That it's not just like a straight 2D game.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's beautiful.
Background. It's like Shenmue. Or Resident Evil.
I go give you. So what I just done, I don't have my power card yet, but OKKO is just well, not a city, a world. I think it's 210X, not unlike Mega Man.
Yeah.
That's just populated by heroes, through and through heroes.
Yeah.
Whole place is
That's
heroes.
the word they use. They're all like he had. There's like lore, and he has trading cards of people who live in his town because everyone here is a Street Fighter-esque hero.
And I just got Enid's card. I love this music. Though, listen.
Yeah. Joe Mogo says, check out that Mode 7.
That's not Mode 7, sir.
Believe me, they tried to pay for
I
the
love her.
groceries with it,
Enid.
but it's worthless.
Enid possibly named after the character from Ghost World, another disaffected young teen woman. I have no actual information on that. I'm just guessing.
picking your teeth with it?
Yes.
Did you watch the Simpsons episode that's about Lisa making a Ghost World-esque comic?
No.
She makes like an indie comic that hits it big and it looks like Ghost World.
I gotta find Mr. Gar. My notebook has been updated. I think I need to talk to him.
This is Gar's, the store. He runs the store.
Uh-oh.
My favorite character in the
I have
show
no money.
Is his mom.
Love his arm.
That's like a the Katamari guy. What's
There
that
he
guy's
is.
name? I follow him on Twitter. My favorite character is his mom. She works in like what this world's version of a yoga studio is, but it's more like kung fu stuff
Yeah.
that middle-aged housewives go to in their yoga pants. That's awesome.
I
Yeah, this
love
is like a
music's
LucasArts
wonderful.
Look at that. Can you interact with those?
No.
No.
Maybe, I don't know.
That one. Oh yeah, that's got to be.
Look at this. What system do you peg this is? I'm thinking a Saturn.
That is a chill ass break room. It looks like just made up, just boxes.
It's your boss, Mr. Gar.
Reporting for duty, sir.
You still have not watched any of Megas XLR, right?
No.
When
I'm not sure I've ever heard the words.
Yeah, when I first mentioned that to you a long, long time ago, like before I moved here, you were like, "What the hell is that?" That's the first show I remember that did this kind of thing, where like when he goes in his basement, there's a Sega Genesis and an N64 and an Atari sitting there, and they look just like the real ones. And he has a giant robot that he drives with a PlayStation controller.
This is an episode of Cape Crisis we talked about that. I bought an Archie video games collection.
I
And
went looking for that. I could never find it after you guys
It's
talked
available
about it.
digitally, but for some reason, they're
wanna
the
read
most accurate video game controllers in the world throughout the last 30 years.
Tall Krillin.
I didn't see what he wanted me to do. But, go to Mommy's Dojo.
Also on Megas, when his ship's CPU breaks
That's so
and he
cool.
needs to do a manual override, it's a DDR pad. That's how he controls it, so his robot dances. We got it. I'll get some episodes. We'll do a commentary of that, and you'll see how amazing it is. Stephen Bloom's on it. Jogo says, "Too many muscles!"
Now, where's Mom's place? Is it to the right?
Probably over there somewhere. Game Outlet. Can you go back there? Oh, iFrame Outlet. I guess from the... So I guess these are all characters from the show. But it's full. They're fun. They all have their own little gimmick, like they're G.I. Joe characters. There it is, Fitness Dojo. Yeah. Carol, I think his mom's name is.
Hey, kiddo. Hi, mommy.
But yeah, this is a real game, not a half-assed licensed thing. Before you even saw the show, somebody was working on an KO game. That's really neat to me.
Don't subtweet the Steven Universe game like that. Oh, look at that guy.
Oh,
Oh no, you're gonna beat him up.
clever load screen. Oh no, Toys R Us, my town is closing.
I
Dodge
didn't
roll.
check if
Ooh.
my local Jersey one was one of the ones that's closing or not. I love that Toys R Us. It's got its own parking lot. It's not next to anything. It's like Smash Brothers.
I haven't even unlocked any of my power cards yet.
Do you know what they do? You get
No, I
Attacks or
know they all
something?
do different things, but I think you just assign them to your A and B, or to your. I'm playing on the Xbox, my Y and B button.
check out the sweet ass wall scroll.
This is also out on Steam and PS4 and Xbox One, I believe. Sorry, Switch.
So what is it, like a straight
What a
beat 'em up?
workout.
What's the game
I don't
part
know
of
yet.
it like? So far it's an adventure game, it seems.
Weird.
I don't know yet,
How'd
but
you like to be
I didn't hate the Steven Universe game, but it was a little slow.
I liked it. It's just slight. It's
And
just
this is already.
and broken. It was broken when I was playing it,
Evil
which is a
sensei
shame.
had enchanted a punching bag and imbued it with life. When we busted
Oh,
the dojo,
poor Toys R Us
Punchy
closing
followed
today.
me around like a
Yeah.
puppy dog. So I brought him
Did you
home
read
with
about
me.
the Walmart stuff that happened over the break?
No.
Or a couple weeks ago, where there were like a third of the Sam's Clubs, people went to work and found out their store was gone. That it was just closed and they didn't have a job anymore. Yeah, CGG Comedy, that's the best part about when a store is closing. The KB, when I worked at Walmart, right next door was closing, and I went there and everything was on sale.
It's so depressing.
Just pick it apart.
I got 2 copies of Mario Paint from a closing Kmart one time.
Hero Supply and Bodega. With the mouse? Like full-on box copy?
Yeah, with the mouse.
Play a lot of Mario and Wario with it.
Yeah, I think Henry. There's also a Clerks quality to the show because they sit around a convenience store, the Hero Bodega, talking about geek shit.
Maybe I haven't thought this through.
Yeah, but Tallahassee only has one Toys R Us and they're losing it. I love it.
You this. But Rad and Enid
I was so excited about growing up watching Nickelodeon, the Nickelodeon Toy Run. Toys R Us. We never had when we finally got one. It was like the whole. It seemed like all the kids in the town were like, "Fuck yes!" And we all got so excited.
Jeffrey's here.
We didn't. Don't even buy me anything. Just let me walk around and smell it.
I still, when I lived in Jersey, if I had an afternoon, I would just go to Toys R Us and look around, and I wouldn't buy toys anymore, but I walk around.
Mr. Gar says that part of
Everything's so
my job at
expensive.
the bodega is to help you and Enid if you need it.
Red Rock says they were pretty sad when Hastings closed.
The chanting punching bag. Isn't that Colin Moriarty these days? Tee. Guess I probably shouldn't mention that anymore.
between the lines, KO.
So
Negativity's
this
still
means
rolling
that
in.
Mr. Gar and you and Enid are all my bosses?
John Lucas says, I will forever mourn the loss of Virgin Megastore.
I can feel the
I never got to go to one of those.
Yeah,
Paul
me
Tompkins
either.
worked in one and got fired for stealing.
Do you need help? Like
I think it might have been a tower.
Was it?
something.
Oh yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
We did have one of. Graham has some great stories about stealing from there that involve renting a U-Haul.
Check on her for me.
Don't say that about a Nintendo employee.
Oh, and this here weird.
Whoa!
I
you-
didn't even hear what he asked.
I think you're picking your Kingdom Hearts, your skill tree.
No, that is how you respond to questions.
Oh, that's
We're
funny.
talking about a van, right?
She's not just any
Yeah, I think it's like
KO. She's mine.
manly or do something funny.
I will make sure Rad's van is still fantastic.
Fantastic. Red Rock, that was Brett. Brett worked at Toys R Us.
How was that really that difficult to remember? All right. Can I walk any further back here?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
We should, instead of pouring one out, we should jack it on some Yu-Gi-Oh cards for Toys R Us. Did Tyler work at Toys R Us?
No.
No. Tyler, the former resident of this room we're sitting
No.
in.
I was a former resident of this room.
Oh, was Tyler's
Been
room the
around.
big room?
No, I lived here. I lived in here when the other roommate was here.
Who was that?
Uh,
Seth Killian?
no one who's ever been on the podcast.
Okay. Yeah, CGG Comedy. Everyone look up the Toys R Us
No.
music episode of Laser Time. Rad is bad. Look at that cool friggin' Ninja Turtles ass van. There's a DeLorean
Look,
just sitting there.
I think one of my favorite things about the show are the cars in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
It looks all action figure-y, straight out of Mask.
Yeah, Mask or GoBots. What's that guy's name? The big muscly guy. You already talked to him like twice.
Ugh.
KO.
That's not Mr. Gar, is
Mr.
it?
Gar, yeah.
That is,
Not
okay.
tough or cool face.
Your van?
Mhm.
Is awesome. I know.
Somebody messed with it.
Oh no.
Oh!
This game is awesome.
This week.
It's gorgeous.
I need to
This is
catch
like it's like a
this
LucasArts game. I
stand-in.
love it.
I'd go out there myself, but it's useless. They'll see my bulging muscles coming and run away in sheer terror.
Is this
No.
Ian
this
doing
has
the
to be
voice
a
of
stealth
this character? I can't remember.
Is it?
I need you to stake out my van.
I don't know. I didn't look. You know what? Let's look up the voice actors. I wonder if it's anyone we'd recognize. Because we know Jim Cummings is the bad guy. He's
But
Boxman.
is he in the game?
Maybe not.
I'm not saying
They
Jim
probably
Cummings
could.
has never done video game voice acting, but I've never heard it.
But he's more expensive than most video game voice actors, or even TV voice actors who
Look,
are.
super
career.
stealth mode.
He might be in it somewhere. Did you see the episode of this that that Justin McElroy was on?
No,
He's very funny in it.
no, I want to
Oh
be
yeah,
in a
Ashley
cartoon
Birch.
show.
She's in this. I think that's her character, right?
Mhm.
She's Enid.
They changed voices at some point, so
Did they?
Brady.
Stephanie Nadolny voices KO and Gladys in the pilot and some. Oh yeah, a lot of these have notes next to them, like some of series pilot. Ashley
Cummings did
Birch.
Pooh and Tigger in Kingdom Hearts, among a dozen other things. Ivan Rockwell. Oh no, you're right. He was Pooh and Tigger in Kingdom Hearts. Sorry, Ivan Rockwell. You're right.
Okay, so Ian is Radicles, Daryl, Crinkly Winkly, Cookie Man, Purd, Frat Boy 2, and Greg. Dave Herman's on the show. Dave Herman's Mr. Gar. That's right.
I was up for Frat Boy number 2. God damn it.
in life, you mean?
Yeah.
Dave Herman, the secret best cast member
Herman.
on King of the Hill, who plays like every character who's not one of the main guys.
Really?
Yeah, he's all over there. Oh, Kate Flannery. Kate Flannery's his mom from The Office.
Oh, hello.
Kari Walgren's on the show. Melissa Villasenor? She plays like 7 characters. I didn't know that. James Urbaniak, he's on the show, yeah. Wallace Shawn plays
Really?
Wally the Wizard. Keith David plays Crinkly Winkly
Keith
narration.
Motherfucking Keith David.
Keith David. Nobody's fault Ghostbusters. Kath Soucie,
Ooh.
she's a classic. Diedrich Bader.
Ooh, he's got,
Oh,
he
yeah,
got
look
a
at
block
that.
going on.
Carol Kane plays a character.
Wow, really?
Yeah, Clancy
fantastic.
Brown, Nicole Bloom.
Oh, and I think this was in the news because they brought back Captain Planet in an episode
Yeah, they
of
got
OKKO.
all of the voice actors too.
Oh, wow.
They also finished
I have a block.
Ian's famously unfinished webcomic.
They did?
RPG World. That is a comic that he stopped making, you know, to go on and work on like Steven Universe and stuff, and people wanted an ending for it forever. You'd see people on the internet be like, "Why isn't this webcomic waiting for 10 years? Who is this guy? Who does this jerk think he is?" And they're like, "Oh, he's a director on Steven Universe. He's a very famous animator now." Jess Harnell
Oh, Cummings is a character in World of Warcraft, says Red Rock. Neat. Didn't know that.
and Betsy Sidaro's in this show. That's awesome. Awesome comedian Betsy Sidaro.
Uh-oh. Here's your chance. I know the answer, but is Jim Cummings in the game?
Is that Dr. Wily's Fortress? Red Rock says they loved RPG World. Yeah, that was made by a former director of Steven Universe and creator of the show. I don't know what his title was in Steven Universe. I
I
forget.
thought it was understood that you were to stay by my van indefinitely until the
Oh,
van
Pasta Bird
shipped.
says RPG World ended right before he went to work on Venture Brothers.
God.
But anyway, why I brought it up is because he gave the comic a proper ending in the show. The characters showed up and they had a little closure to their stories.
Yeah, it's fine.
Wow. Playfighter 63 1/3 had enough money to pay for Jim Cummings.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
then I
he's,
guess it's not that special. Jim
he's
Cummings is
Santa.
totally in the game, but
Yeah,
it just sounds, he sounds so Darkling-y. It makes me very excited.
he sounds just like, it's the same voice. It's awesome. So when you're upgrading
Oh.
these characters, do you use them? Do you play as them?
I'm just pretty sure they're part of the power you'll end up calling in. I'll see if I can use it yet. They haven't. I imagine I get a tutorial first.
Red Rock says that Frank Welker was in WoW doing a Starscream voice.
Rad's van isn't fine, is it?
No.
No! Boxmore
What?
has it.
Boxmore.
Boxmore? When Rad finds out,
Oh yeah,
this guy's
Pasta Bird's
dropped
pointing out
dead
that the
from a
original
broken
ending to
heart.
RPG World
Mm.
is very unsatisfying to a lot of people. That is a
Straight to the
famous
hospital?
like dramatic moment for a lot of people. It's like, oh, I spent years
Bring
waiting
Rad
for
back
this thing to
life
finish.
Right after you tell him Boxmore stole his van.
No! Ugh. I have to fix this.
I'm glad Ashley Burch is
It was my
super
job
famous
to
now.
stake out the van.
I remember watching
and my
her
job
videos.
To keep it safe, and I
On
failed.
YouTube a long time ago.
I have a plan.
It sounds a lot like
Need your
Naruto.
help. I need
Kinda
you
does.
to load me into the cheapskate cannon on the bodega.
I'm an
roof.
anime protagonist.
I didn't know much about
Post-Pokemon.
Naruto, but one of my
Too
first
dangerous, KO.
day flights when I was working in the games industry was to go down to the premiere of the Naruto movie, which was treated like a normal premiere, and then like, here's the voice of Naruto. I'm like, that's a 45-year-old lady, and hearing the voice come out of her is jarring.
What to do.
What up, 80s mullet? We are playing OKKO. Let's Play Heroes, the game based on the awesome Cartoon Network show.
I never got into Naruto, and I feel bad about that. I wish I had.
Harry Potter and Ninjas.
Teenager.
All
I
you
read
need
the
to know.
manga when it first came to America in Shonen Jump, but I never watched the show.
Sweet.
Oh boy, a battle.
But it makes me very happy. I watch a lot of Cartoon Network. It is kind of hard for me to imagine a child who likes these shows as much as I do. I hope they exist. But they finally have a good game after like almost a decade of exclusively terrible mobile games. I never the Transformers games were like this sort of gift to kids who always wanted to play their favorite cartoons. Yeah, these
PS2
guys,
ones?
yeah, but that came 20 years later, whereas the OKKO fans get it right now, and it's just so beautiful to me.
I remember
Oh, shit.
enjoying the Billy and Mandy Power Stone-esque fighting game.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was
I
on,
mean, I
like-
mean kids even younger than you, Matt. They exist.
No, they don't.
Wow, I'm getting worked.
Jimmy Fire says, what's wrong with that Steven Universe RPG? It's good, it's just slight, and it's... I don't know if they fixed it, but it was very broken when it came out a couple months ago. It broke on our stream.
Yeah, broke on our stream.
We had to restart it. I said that before we streamed. I was like, this might not work out, and it, of course, happened like 5 minutes in. Was that Band-Aid your health?
Yeah, which I'm down to half of. It's a suck.
But it is a cool RPG, and it has a cool battle mechanic. It's got a very Paper Mario RPG-esque active time battle you know, timing your taps.
Got rid of
Battle mechanic. The iPhone game does the same thing.
Uh-oh.
Gonna Chivo. 20-hit combo.
Damn right. 20-hit combo.
I like that it looks like it feels like a real fighting game, but it's a little bit slower. You know, for kids, like it's not Street Fighter or a.
They're all blocking.
Jesus. You killed that guy. I guess it's a robot.
Yeah, you like that fade behind you.
That's what do they call that in Smash Brothers? When you do that weird dodge that gets banned sometimes. Everybody in the chat, what's that called? Wave dashing.
Dude, if you had told me that Boxmore snatched my
Aw.
van with a giant metal claw, I probably would have died of a smashed heart.
There's
So
a level
you
of
saved
K.
my van and
Keo
my
trying to make Keith David's character wear glasses. Says Suzuki Pro. I hope so. Oh, he reached Powie Zowie mode, so I might be able to. Let's see what happens here.
Look at his arms.
That tickled.
I think I just unlocked your
We
Power
did.
Zowie.
Oh, so does that make him like a summon?
Well, I can use his card now.
Yeah. But is that what it does? Does it make him like a summon, or does it?
We'll see. I actually don't know. I've been waiting all day for this.
All the stickers.
So that's pretty
His
cool.
binder.
You kind of get to power up all your friends, and then either bring in their abilities or call them in.
It was probably
He has the
'cause I
same
did
binder that my
something
Dragon Ball
extra
Z
cool.
trading card game cards.
My
are
Marvel
in.
cards right there, and
Tell I was having a good antenna day.
There he is.
Jim Cummings, I love it. See, I didn't know if he was backing off of work or like was contractually obligated to do only Disney stuff, but like Jim Cummings is in every goddamn cartoon in my youth, and
He's in
it's
Shrek.
odd to not hear him as much these days.
Walk around Disneyland, you'll hear him.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. He's all over the place.
Oh god.
Not
Oh
as much
god.
as he used to be.
Okay.
Mom Secret Recipe says wave dashing is canceling a dash into another dash. Okay.
So Powie Zowie's your okay.
This guy reminds me of Team Buddies. Anybody in chat remember Team Buddies? I loved that game. PS1.
Ooh, okay. Now I know.
He poops out
God.
little versions of himself. Can you jump above that?
I don't know.
What's going on? You gotta have...
I got a dodge roll around it.
Oh yeah. Yes, Red Rock. Jim Cummings was the Jeremy Irons. He was Jeremy Irons' stand-in during what's that song called? Be Prepared.
Oh shit.
And watching it again as an adult, I saw Lion King when they put it in theaters a few
No.
months ago. It is super obvious the lines that Jim Cummings does, and it's way more than I remembered. And yeah, he plays them in like
Oh, hello.
your Kingdom Hearts and such.
Oh,
You're not gonna get
okay.
Jeremy Irons for Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, yeah.
Cool. And then you can run in and hit him.
And I can.
Whoop. Okay, that's his Powie Zowie.
I wanted to say I could punch these. Yeah.
Yeah. Juggle him.
For what reason?
You
though?
could probably hit it into him somehow. You probably juggle it and jump up and punch it. I think you're fighting in a parking lot outside of a warehouse.
Oh.
Token Girl says, I just had dinner and fast food and I no longer see eye to eye. What fast food did you have? Did you have Wendy's? What was that? Everything went slow for a second.
Once again, yes.
What's letting you do that? That stack of cards?
Yeah, that stack of cards. You can see when it charge up. Whataburger. Oh my god.
Nice. I've never had Whataburger. That's tomorrow's Doughboys episode.
Woo!
Tomorrow's Doughboys about Whataburger on their Texas tour.
They butter the buns, and you'll shit immediately.
What?
It goes through. I
Whataburger
always say it
shit
goes through me
immediately?
like electricity. Gotta go punch out of work.
Let's move to Austin.
Anywhere but here, I say. Anywhere but here.
Los Angeles.
Here we go.
Who is that? Did you talk to that guy yet?
Yeah, it's Shallon Monk. Punch out.
Does he actually work there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's in the first episode, right? He wants to work there.
I'm impressed, KO.
Say hi to your mom.
Oh!
Yeah, he and his mom have a history together.
I get
He broke his broom.
6 technos, but I can't quite use the We can buy more POW cards. No, not gonna fall for that one.
Mom's Secret Recipe says they're having kielbasa with Italian wedding soup. Wow, nice.
Italian wedding soup?
Yeah. You never had that?
Sounds like something a monster would do. I love this music.
Round the Wheel says, might ruin my Texan cred, but Whataburger is fine. Brett Elston voice. It's fine.
It's delicious. Fries are amazing.
Are they? Mm-hmm. That's the one thing about In-N-Out. Fries aren't amazing. I've heard if you ask them to double cook the fries, they're better. I don't know. I've never been pleased with their fries.
Shit. My mom was in the parking lot, not at the dojo.
Did they do anything special with the fries? What makes them different?
I'm not sure. Well, it's just like
Are they all
you
baked?
can. It's one of those places where you can, like I guess every fast food place is sort of like that. You can see it all being made.
Mm-hmm.
Where's Mom? Oh, wait,
I remember when that change started to happen more, like when I was a kid, to be the like, okay, we're not ejaculating in
Look at
anything.
that-
You
look at
can
that
look at
fucking
us.
Mommy.
Yes, Mom's
So
got the
cool.
station wagon, the tank treads on it. Round the Wheel says that the fries are good and the spicy ketchup. Ooh.
Yeah, spicy ketchup, chicken
Spicy Tiger
fingers
ketchup.
with gravy or honey mustard. Yum, yum.
You get gravy there?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
The
Fries
sales
and gravy are
reports
always
are
good.
in. The Holofoil edition POW cards are a blockbuster.
Oh, Red Rock, I'm sorry. Says husband's taking me out to eat at a Japanese place to cheer up because it's the anniversary of them losing one of their cats. I'm sorry to hear that.
But all in all, it was a successful launch. My grandfather, Pauyo B. Cardsi, would be proud of what I've accomplished.
Pauyo?
I've made POW cards bigger and better.
Is this guy from the show?
Ever
I don't know.
And I'm about to make them the baddest they've ever been.
Lord Boxman, what is the meaning of this intrusion?
Man, who is this voice? Because he is...
Your
That was an interesting performance.
stakeholder is no longer silent. I bought the POW Card Company out from under you, and I'm going to make some change.
Mr. Cardsley. Oh, it's Clancy Brown? Maybe on the show it's Clancy Brown. That's not Clancy Brown.
Bye, my little dumbbell. Have a great day at the plaza. Thanks, Mommy.
It was designed by Stevie Borbola. I'm very terrified of losing my cat. It's he's getting up there. He's only about 11, but we can tell he's getting older. Aw.
I love these holofoil POW cards so much.
I don't know this
That
character.
is good for you, KO.
Were you putting stink on that? I can't tell. Are you mad at me, Tindy?
80s Mullet says, do I need to mess with PayPal to Patreon you guys?
I don't think so.
You don't have to, right? You can put your debit or credit card right into it, I think. We appreciate you even considering it.
No, KO. I'm mad that I can't hack my own
Red Rock says if I take good care of my little Watson, it'll last another 5 to 6 years. I hope so.
Let's give it a shot. It's super easy, and we have an Animaniacs commentary that should have been up already.
Is it up now?
That's my mistake. No, not yet.
Yeah. We recorded another one the other day. I don't know if we want to say what it is.
Not yet.
Is that something you guys like? Do you like the cartoon commentaries? Because we can do more of those.
I like doing it.
I loved it. Oh man, just watching You know what? The next one we're gonna do is gonna be Megas XLR first episode. I'm calling it now. That show that does not exist on DVD. I have every episode of it downloaded though. I think they're all taped off Cartoon Network.
What year was this?
2002, 3, I'd say, something like that. Only went one season, I believe. It ended on a cliffhanger. 19 Minute Fire says they want more MRA edited movies. What if we secretly edited a bunch of movies? Like, we found another one. Wonder Woman was
Quite a
cut
desperate
together.
ploy. Up, Ambassador Blanca.
Hey, how's it going?
I did,
look at
once
that
again,
rampage.
didn't see what I needed to do.
Neorama. Look at that Vespa with the boxing glove in front.
Oh shit.
Bye, Red Rock. Red Rock's going to dinner. John Wiggles says MRA Wonder Woman is 30
What happened
seconds
to Big
long.
the Cat?
He never found Froggy. I hate Big the Cat. Big the Cat is probably my most hated video game character. Just playing those segments in
Awful.
Sonic Adventure 1, like, oh, it's so
What up, Mom?
so
Teach
bad.
me some more moves.
Mommy, I need your help.
Hades Mullet says, cool, I used to use PayPal to buy Mexican diet pills as part of my vitamin regime.
Is there an MRA cut of Wonder Woman? Like
There's
just
a library
where the
on.
movie's all about Chris Pine?
Know what they are.
Gift.
He is good in that movie.
Thank you.
Chris Pine's cool.
Misheard her, honey. She must have said gift. Why don't you get her a nice gift from the bodega?
The place I allegedly
swear
work?
she said gifts.
Yeah, that's totally what's her name from The
Swearing,
Office?
Mommy. No, that's not. I'll get her a gift.
What's her character in
From
The
the
Office?
bodega.
Meredith.
Meredith.
Meredith in The Office. She's an old, I think Second City. I think she was in Second City for a really long time. It was Second City or Groundlings?
Yeah.
Shannon.
A. Shannon, because there's so many of them, because they're robots.
Mm-hmm.
JC Pro says an MRA cut of Mrs. Doubtfire. Good luck with that. I mean, that movie already kind of is about how like women are harpies.
Whoa,
and
hello.
we imitate them. It's funny.
Respect all that.
I watched Mrs. Doubtfire on a flight recently.
Did?
Yeah, that movie does not hold up. If you were curious, that's cool. The cars bounce. They do like a little bounce with certain hits, and then when you did a big hit, they all flew in the air. This game looks like those mock-up designs you see on Twitter, where you're like, that would never, a real game would never look like that. It looks too cool. How, like every piece of it has some little little style thrown on it.
Oh wait, I forgot. I gotta.
Joe Mugos, is it in anywhere besides Texas?
What?
Whataburger.
Oh yeah, in
Is it
Florida.
around? Oh, they're in Florida? Mm-hmm. Huh. You
It's
just
a
said Wawa
southern
now.
thing.
This Wawa's in Florida.
Oh my God, I'm getting worked. Jethro's out of here.
That's the one thing that makes Disney World and Wawa makes me believe I could live in Florida. I'm sure there Wawa isn't good though. Seven Paints, is anyone gonna watch Evo Japan?
No. Oh shit! I thought it was just a Shannon.
Is that? Are they do? What? I'm not. I haven't even heard they were doing that. Is that? Is it be different than ours?
Not work.
Paratot says they had a Whataburger in Phoenix. Phoenix as.
Oh balls! Didn't see that coming.
You're doing all right. You're doing all right.
Killed it with a headbutt. From all that.
Ah, it's awesome. This game rules. Is it fun? Are you having a good time
Yeah.
playing it?
I just think it's more marvelous that it exists.
Mm-hmm. Trying to think of other Cartoon Network shows that had good games.
I mean,
they had that big
fucking
Smash Brothers ripoff.
Flapjack. I don't know.
Flapjack's 10th anniversary is coming up. We'll be talking about that in 30-2010 at some
Here
point.
you go, Dandy. A gift.
What? Token Girl SDFU says, you just beat that boss. Jeez, way to blow ass,
It
Chris.
is not my date of birth,
Oh, no.
nor is it a special holiday.
Oh, Wild Garbage says Evo Japan has ARMS and Capcom vs. SNK 2 tournaments. That's cool.
I said
Damn.
I love Capcom vs. SNK.
You know,
Dude, I can't wait for that new SNK, basically the new Gals Fighter game. That's gonna be awesome on Switch. You never played? Did you never have a Neo Geo Pocket Color?
No, no.
Oh, you should get one. They rule.
Like a surprise.
I was a Wonder Swan man, and I stuck with it.
I sold my Neo Geo Pocket Color a few years ago, and I regret it every day of my life.
Maybe it's a kitten.
Yes, Samurai Jack.
Oh,
CG
yeah.
Comedy did have a mediocre PS2 game.
it is not a
I have not finished the new Adult Swim season yet. I have it.
I still have never seen Samurai Jack.
At all?
I mean, I know what it is.
No, I
Just
mean,
never
but,
watched
like,
an
you've
episode.
Never, oh my gosh, that's another commentary we got to do. God damn, you'd love it. It's awesome.
It never looked like something I would love, but like the last season, like, did they adult it up or something? Like,
Yeah, there's like more blood and
not
stuff.
that I need that necessarily, but like, it looked rad.
It's, you could tell that he's wanted to do this. It felt totally like he's been waiting to do this, and it's not at all like a cash grab or cynical in any way.
Happy Token Girl.
And
Focusing.
Gendy Tartakovsky is just a genius. That guy, he should be allowed to do whatever he wants. Like, he should be able to get to make his Popeye movie and all that stuff that he wants to do.
I really wanted that stupid Popeye movie.
Yeah,
There's no
Seven
reason for
Pains.
it.
Jack kills people and gets covered in blood, not just robot oil.
Sup, KO?
Do you know what a
What? Wild Garbage says the Cartoon Network Smash Brothers knockoff has Captain Planet as a secret character and George
Wow.
Lowe as a
Yeah.
narrator. Let's get that game and stream
I
it.
gotta play the shit out of that.
Oh my gosh, George Lowe.
They rule.
I just watched the clips that only aired once of the New Year's Eve party on Adult Swim in like 2002, where it was a New Year's Eve party hosted at Brack's house with Brack's family, and all the Adult Swim characters came over, and it ends with them finding out that their show got canceled, and then it ends with like a panel with George Lowe being like, I don't have a job anymore. I really like this is my last job. I really need help.
Whoops, didn't see what I needed to do.
And it's in the Aqua Teen drawing of George Lowe where he looks disgusting. Mom Secret Recipe says, I'm really amped for Virtua Fighter in Yakuza 6. What?
Whoa.
19 Midfire is also pointing out we haven't streamed the Harvey Birdman PS2 game yet.
I really want to.
That game is... It's a fine game, but it's awesome that it exists and it's fun to play because you get all those jokes you didn't get before. It's well written. 7 Page, yeah, you'll hear George Lowe on certain... What were we doing recently when we heard George Lowe on a thing? Do you remember that?
Uh-oh.
Like 2 months ago, we were streaming a game or watching a show or something, and George Lowe popped up.
Yeah,
in
I'm
it,
trying to
and
remember what that was.
We both kind of freaked out.
Plaza shopping experience.
Yes, Craig McCracken rules as well, Snazzy One. Creator of Foster's Home and Powerpuff Girls. Thank you, 80s Mullet. 80s Mullet just donated to the Patreon. And UK dollars.
Wow. Those are better than American dollars
LBs.
now. Stupid president.
Are they?
Yeah. Made a dollar worthless.
Hey, a yen is still like a penny, so...
Oh, hello. Oh, man, that worked.
We're looking into
Oh, no, new move!
I think our Japan trip's actually going to happen in the next couple months, finally. Not next couple months, but soon. We're going to Vegas in a few weeks, though. Anything you want me to do in Vegas? Any Laser Time stuff so I can write it off?
Yeah, strangle a prostitute.
For Laser Time?
Yeah.
I'm referencing very bad things.
Yes.
I'm referencing a 90s film.
Or the straight-to-HBO movie, Stag.
You remember how they kill that prostitute in Very Bad
Awful.
Things? He slams her against that thing on the wall.
She gets like
some kind
a
of like
hanger put through her head?
Yeah, something like it was like a towel rack or something in the bathroom. It gets
No one
slammed
wants
into
to
the back of her
die.
head.
Nobody wants to die having sex with Jeremy Piven.
Was it Jeremy Piven?
It's totally Jeremy Piven.
It's been a long time since I've watched that. And we just talked about him, the narrator from the Wonder Years.
No.
Is he in that? Or
Oh, he is in that. Sorry, I've
Yeah.
seen a Fred Savage.
No, not Freddy. He would have been like 17.
Didn't even have to use my Radicles.
They're talking about the Bob versus Colin episode. We didn't. I mean, we've caught some shit, but it's not been too bad.
It was all so positive in the beginning.
Yeah. Now it's being found by his followers.
And now it's just like stragglers coming in. Nuh-uh.
Yeah, that
you
makes
guys
me-
are biased.
That makes me think it got
Okay.
posted on a Reddit or something.
Oh, interestingly enough, it got removed from Reddits.
I saw that.
Cowards.
That's funny. Because the comments were too in Bob's favor or something. Look at this guy. This design's great. Not the Skullgates from the show, but this other dude.
I can't. I didn't even see what I was supposed to do.
Mom Secret Recipe wants me to do a video about all the IP tie-in slot machines in Vegas. Let's see how many I can find.
Oh, I dare you to do that.
I'm
Look
gonna
at some
gamble.
space on
I've
an
never
iPhone.
gambled in my life. This will be the first time
Really?
I've ever truly gambled. Yeah, I've done
I would
like
look up
bets with friends.
what you want to do.
What does that mean? Look up strats?
Yeah.
Look up the game
Seriously,
packs for blackjack?
you will lose less money.
Yeah.
Than the other dinks there, like throwing the money down the fucking toilet. What am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
Let's get a frame.
You're in a frame store? Mom Secret Recipe says, find that Silent Hill pachinko machine. Hell yeah. I've only ever finished one Silent Hill game.
You get that gift?
Silent Hill 2.
Betcha. Will
Never
you
finished
help me
one
build
or
one
any of the other ones I played.
Falling down and getting hurt?
I don't even know what I'm really going to do in Vegas, because the Star Trek thing's gone, and I don't really gamble, I don't really drink. So I'm just
Go
gonna
see Britney Spears?
That's what I want. We're going to see Elton John. We've already got our tickets. And I told her,
Probably
I
for the
was like,
best.
if there are tickets night of, I want to see Britney Spears really bad.
Hire an escort to film you while you do this.
And see how long she can tolerate
Yeah.
Disney pop culture facts.
Then I'm going to escort him out of the
It'd be funny doing Disneyland if I take an escort on a date to Disneyland and I just mansplain everything to her.
For some reason, it seems like a really good idea.
Token
Let's take a whore to
CFU,
Disneyland.
says, don't use that word, sex worker. Says,
Whore.
go to the drag show.
Whore.
I would love to do that. I went to Philly, I used to go to a lot of drag shows.
Balls!
Not a lot, but I would go to them. Tom Chain says, legal weed, brah! Oh, wait, you're in California. It's super legal here now. You have to do it.
supposed to be recreational at this point.
I think it's like the end of the month.
Is it?
Something like that. Is it already? Did it already happen?
Oh! Oh! Anvil!
That's awesome. That's the most like childish, filled with joy laugh I've heard you have.
Oh, it's great. I love it. A good anvil. I was talking to somebody about that. That like, you're talking about Animaniacs, and that like, there's all these anvils, and like,
Computer?
there's no kid in the '90s with any context for what an anvil
I didn't know
is
what an anvil
outside of a
was.
heavy cartoon
Yeah,
object.
it wasn't until like I saw like Lord of the Rings movies and I saw them using them with the way you're supposed to use them. Like, oh, that's what you do with
Yeah,
them?
like I had to look and like, oh, I guess you use the front to like maybe shape certain things.
I always thought it was weird that they are shaped that way. They're not just a big steel block. So there's got to be a reason the front looks that way. 80s Mullet, I don't know what you're referring to. The bonus? Oh, bonus time. Go on patreon.com/lasertime on the right. There should be a link that you can put into your whatever your podcatcher is, and it'll make a little
what did it
feed
tell me to
for it.
do?
I think there's instructions on there where to put. If you use the iOS thing,
Yeah, there's instructions
a little
in there.
plus button. I love this guy, little broccoli dude. CGG Comedy says to tell Cartoon Network that this game, he's sold. He's a customer. Aww. Plaza.gif. I like that it's mostly an adventure game. Those, I think those are my favorite kind of game, like an adventure game. I always valued story over most other things.
Music is fantastic.
Especially because, like, growing up, I wasn't good at video games, so I'd play like Dynamite Headdy and be like, I love this, but I will never see the fourth level.
Casino near me is a beautiful breakfast at Tiffany slot machine. The Metal Slug one is pretty awesome too. Okay,
Metal Slug. Whoa.
You see? No way.
clear some space in your phone. Let's see. Let's get the most obscure IP in the fucking Vegas.
Speaking of which, there's a video I got to get off my phone of Mitch Stone Cold Stunnering Weiger at the Doughboys live show.
Whoa.
It was awesome. Really impressed by if you're recording with an iPhone, it like levels the sound and it's great because like you hear them fine and you hear me going yeah at like the same volume because I was like screaming, going crazy when they were doing it.
Huh? What gives? No Powie Zowie.
I guess we'll have to try something else later.
Come on.
You gonna Powie Zowie with that young woman?
No, Misstream.
Najim Fire says this game is all right because it pronounces GIF the right way. Did they say GIF?
Nobody says GIF.
Some people do. I bought some GIF yesterday.
Buy stuff yet?
I bought reduced fat GIF.
What are you eating with that peanut butter? Ants on a log? Like to go
Itself usually.
ants on a log for dinner?
No, usually like a tiny spoon. Just scoop
I
it
don't
out of there.
understand that. It seems like a healthy snack though.
I mean, when you eat it in moderation, not the way I do it. But yeah, it's good to have like when it's at nighttime and you're like, oh man, I would like something to eat. Because like 2 spoonfuls of peanut butter feels like you ate a whole sandwich. Like it feels like it filled you up. CG Comedy says those are like those cards from Persona.
Guess what
The
happened
Persona
again?
summoning cards from
I'll
Persona
never
4.
I have to reconcile with Monster Hunter coming out this Friday. I'll never finish
Brad was
Persona.
abducted by a gang from
I-
some planet?
Man, I gotta finish Persona 5. It feels so bad that I pre-ordered it the day you could pre-order it. What, 2 years before it finally actually came out? Got
I
pushed
lost
back
my
so
PS4.
far.
I have a legitimate excuse.
Double
You
Dino
don't.
is an
No, I
escape
don't.
artist with a taste for sugary cereal. Can you track your
Came out
phone?
right before I drove all the way across the
Alright, me to
country,
do
and that was
it.
my thing. I was like, oh my god,
Alright, I
I'm not
figured
going to be
you'd
able to play
pretend
Persona
you're
right away,
on
and now we
quest
are
and
almost a year later, and I
Played
barely...
any more SOS yet? No, only a little after the stream. What do I do?
Do the silly one. Let's see, have we done that yet?
KO's my name, and finding escape baby dinos is my other name.
That's pretty great.
Wait, that's
Oh, I don't like that. I wish he was more confident about it.
Ain't it work for her?
That's great. What do you want me to do?
Find baby teeth.
Where?
I finished Persona 4 though. When it's on a portable, I can't sit in front of my TV for 80 hours anymore. I needed portable. I played as much in Zelda. That's another thing too, is I got Zelda right before Persona came out, so I ended up playing that so much. Joking Gross CPU says the last dungeon takes forever.
Does it? I bet it does.
I've heard that, yeah. Really good sound effects in this game. Little squeaks. Some good Dave Foley in this game.
Blah, blah, blah.
What was that? I hear a dog. So pretty. So pretty.
Really good colors.
Hey, but what's that?
A poop? Oh, Baby Teeth is the name of something? What is it, a
I
dog?
have no idea. What up?
Oh, it's a dino. Oh, it's the little dinosaur. Yeah.
Hello, Canary.
Is she wearing goggles or a headband? Because he's got kind of a mullety headband thing on.
Oh,
Does it
new
say
area.
EBT on the sign? That's a nice touch. A burrito truck.
Ooh, can I just buy burritos? Not yet.
Nobi boy arm.
Give me that shit.
What do you think it is? Looks organic in composition, but
I think we gotta close it out here.
so?
Yeah.
Makes it that color.
We're super pressed for time for today.
Could
Yep.
be important plaza.
Gotta record VGA soon.
maybe it's the source of the plaza's power. Maybe it's like a power-up?
Don't you dare touch that
That voice is
dino
from. Is that Kari
doo-doo.
Walgren?
Dino doo-doo? Checking plaza database for keywords. Ugh, no match.
Then it must be super secret plaza material. Let's squash the kid and take the doo-doo to daddy.
I'm trying to get one more boss battle.
I would love a show that looks like this. Like I know OKKO, but it doesn't look exactly like this style as a whole TV show would be cool. With no outlines.
Ooh.
Look at the side of that truck. That's the thing from the back of that
E-Honda's
Street Fighter. Yeah, E-Honda's
stage.
stage in Street Fighter 2.
Beat this thing up.
What's the E stand for? Is his name Eric Honda?
I don't know.
Is he one of the ones that was flipped around?
Ooh!
7 Pain says they've beaten Persona 5 twice.
How really?
God damn, son. Look at that.
I
So
buy
heavy.
some-
Ugh. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Lots of boulders. Uh-oh. Jeez. This game's brutal.
Am I getting him? Oh, I wasn't using the right button this whole time.
Tom Shane says Edmund Honda. Oh, Pasta Bird. They both said Edmund.
It is Edmund's shit.
Hello, I'm Edmund Honda. I'm running for city council. I want more bathhouses in our town.
Boom!
For the plaza!
Yeah.
And it's boxes because in video games you always knock down boxes or destroy boxes.
Exactly. Can't cause any real property damage.
Like that Conan, Stephen Colbert, what's the Daily Show, Jon Stewart thing.
Oh. Looking for poop. Looking for poop.
7 Pain says they're also in their second playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Man, I'd like to buy some of your free time.
Tom Sheen says, welcome to Edmund Honda, where we're celebrating happy Honda days.
Any more poop, or did I get it all?
Password says, instead of a box factory, we'll be going to a box factory. No, Chapel Zero, we do not have Monster Hunter World just yet.
No, probably should have asked somebody for it.
Bob's got it. He's reviewing it.
Yeah, but we will talk about it in this week's video game apocalypse.
Yes.
More poop, more poop. No.
Without Michael. Michael's in... Where is he? He's in Europe.
Yeah. I hope Monster Hunter World has a Zelda Breath of the Wild selfie camera.
I think every game
Something
legally
probably
has to
add
have
later.
that now.
But that wasn't Breath of the Wild, was it?
Triple Zero.
I thought
says
I did.
Wait, who are you? Triple Zero says I just finished my review for GR and it's spectacular.
What?
You were for GR?
Where's my doo-doo? Of what game?
Sweden, yes, that's where it is. So you can selfie with giant dead monsters. Yeah, that's awesome. That's Shadow of the Colossus should have that. It should have a little. When you knock down a Colossus, you take a picture on top of its body.
What did I miss?
I don't know what you're looking for right now. Look at the
Doo-doo.
design on the front. Just look at the front of the store for a second. It looks fantastic. Everybody pause and look at that. The design of that is really fantastic.
Is it inside?
Can you go in there? Did you go in there yet? The video game store? Oh. Neorama sounds like what was that teen dance club that was at Disney World?
I know what you're talking about.
What the hell was it called? Oh, it's Alan Bradley. Alan Bradley's in our chat right now. Hey. Freelance writer of video game stuff.
Uh-oh.
I forget what it's called and I feel bad. I'm looking it up.
Not so fast, kiddo. Hand over all the multicolored power-up material you call doo-doo.
Daryl, you dope. It's not some super secret power-up.
It's one of the most popular Disney 80s, 90s tweets ever.
It's not Videopolis, Tom Shane.
No, Videopolis. No, that's it.
Is it?
Videopolis, yeah. Yeah, Defunctland. Defunctland did a great episode about it. Disney 80s, 90s tweeted about it before he did that, but, you know. Seven Pain says that dude looks like a Mega Man boss. Yeah, this game is very... I think Mega Man and Street Fighter are the two biggest influences.
Yeah, they make Boxman seem kind of like a Dr. Wily character.
Yeah, he's very Dr. Wily-esque with the way he builds robots to go and fight everyone. And it's like, it's Street Fighter Mega... It's very Capcom-y in general, but also, like, 80s anime, like shonen anime as well. Look at little dude. He looks like a Team Buddy. We gotta stream Team Buddy. Did you ever play that?
Mm-mm.
That game I loved as a kid, and then it was super rare and went for like hundreds of dollars just a few years ago on PS1.
Get off this platform.
What are you guys talking about? Aegis Mullis says, is this a DM? Is it not in the main feed? What? I don't know.
Get out of the way, Jethro. No time for you.
Is it spelled Jethro, like T-H-R-O-W?
Careful, careful.
I like a little slide thing. That's a Mega Man 3 slide.
It does that in, I think, the original pilot. It's a slide kick that goes on for days.
I watched those episodes way back when they came out on the app. I think he's got to be right in the line of sight, maybe.
I did it!
Hey!
5726 lucky numbers. I bet that's a reference to something. Look at him. He looks like Yoshi from the movie.
It looks like that thing Steven Universe fought in like the first couple episodes.
Yeah.
Except the eyeball is not in his mouth anymore. That should be enough for Aiden.
Have you done the Mario Brothers movie as a Monday Night movie yet?
I think so.
Yet.
Fuck, it's terrible.
Wild Garbage says that robot's voice is like if Scratch from the Sonic cartoon was somewhat tolerable.
Sonic! On social media.
Ugh.
It's so cool.
Yes, Seven Pains. This week's LT will be the Al Yankovic episode. It's a short episode, which
not Monday night. She's talking about the movie. That's long gone, Seven Pains.
They said Monday right.
Oh, I see. I saw night.
What if you post that funny gift that you and I made for Dindy?
Share it. Let people know.
Okay, they do say GIF. Hard G.
KO, stop trying to help. You couldn't possibly understand
Nope, just a regular ghost. 1G.
Dynamic. You've never socially mediated before.
Well, I'm a very social person. How hard could it be?
Snazzy One says no, it's spelled regular
social
Jeffro.
Social
There's
media
no throw
is
pun.
not the same thing as being social. It's hopeless.
Look at that nice little difference of the shades on her legs.
You're going to what?
Social media? How hard can it be?
Her design's awesome. She's a great character. This show's just so much fun.
Talk to the Red Action. Is that him?
I like that this show is very light, but it's when I watch a modern cartoon now, I feel a little bummed that now post Steven Universe, if there's not that much like heart and character and stuff in it, it's hard to keep me watching a bunch of episodes in a row. Whereas Steven, I want to keep going.
Yeah.
Or even Adventure Time. And Adventure Time spreads that stuff out way more than Steven Universe.
The first couple
does.
episodes, they hinted a lot of things they're not telling you yet. I think that Rebecca Sugar does the closing theme for the OKKO.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I love her voice.
All right, I think we got to cut it off here, folks. Though, it was neat. I do like the way this game looks quite a bit.
How much is this game?
I think it's $19.99.
Yeah.
Steam, PS4, and Xbox One. We will see you hopefully next week with some Monster Hunter and DBZ. If not, subscribe to the channel, check out our other stuff, and stay tuned for that Weird Al episode. Patrons, you got Animaniacs and Animaniacs commentary coming your way if you enjoyed those streams from last week.
Patreon.com/LaserTime.
Thanks, y'all.
For $5, you get a ton of stuff.